dear Leos. Hi, how are you? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hey, my Leos. How are you? What I was given for you is that you may need to rest a little bit more currently, that take it easy, like you've done a lot. It's time to, sit back, relax a little bit as well, okay? This is like an important message for you, I want to say. We're going to have a look at your current energy, the higher view over your energy, over your situation, and what you can do to help yourself. So advice from spirit. I'm feeling way more soft, more tapped into the feminine energy. Some of you have like muscle tension. Take magnesium. Vitamin B is important. Calcium is important. Vitamin E, vitamin A. You know, the omegas as well, like this is nervous system stuff, so your nervous system is working well, and that can help you relax as well, right? So that's one thing. But I'm also getting like a little bit of tense shoulders, so you may have been carrying quite a bit lately. And yeah, let's have a look. Okay, what do we have for Leos, please? Thank you. Oh wow, almost fell out of my hand there. So some of you, because I saw the moon card peek through, and I don't know if it's for you, but it was just like almost like a revelation of sorts is lurking. Not really lurking. Lurking isn't the right word. That's like negatively connotated as far as I remember. And but something is around the corner and you get a glimpse of it, but then it's almost like a little bit of scare. And so you put it back in. Yeah, the moon for sure. Okay. This one, yes. Okay, this one no, this one yes. Okay, so no, like this. So you have the moon, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles here for you. I feel like there was recently a heartbreak, or the moon, the stuff that you're seeing right now. And that could also be still connected to the super blue moon in Pisces. So lots of emotions are coming up. And you may have felt again the pain of abandonment, for example, the pain of what it felt like to be left, or what it felt like to have to leave someone because of circumstances, or because of it just wasn't a healthy relationship, let's say. And that could go as far back as family with you here too, having to leave family. That also puts you into in touch with your darker side, with your dark side, I want to say. We all have the dark and the light side within ourselves. So the light and the shadow, but they go together so well. And from my perspective right now, what I'm seeing is you seem to be at peace with it, or arrive at a point of acceptance that you are both, and you're doing the best you can on a daily basis to integrate those energies. It's funny because we just did a triangle and then we did the upside down triangle, a pyramid. That's the Merkaba. So going traveling, which could indeed play into you can't even really rest at night, maybe also not with the full moons, because they influence our sleep rhythm. And on top of this, you may maybe go in astral traveling at night and may not really be aware of it. So solving like a ninja. Leos, are you going ninjaing at night? Like traveling at night to solve stuff for others? I feel like all of a sudden my energy has become softer. Like you can hear that by my voice too. It's not so energetic. It's almost like I'm getting the point of being a little bit worn out from everything that has happened in your life, my dear Leos. Becoming aware of a lot of things, but there's also something that you're not seeing with the moon clearly. Although there is the acceptance, there's still more to be revealed for you, and that could happen fairly soon. Some of you have already seen it, and then, like I said, gotten a little bit, because I almost lost the card. Yeah, I felt it like a little bit of a shock in a way, like, oh, like when someone scares you. And then it's nothing bad, it's just something that we may not want to necessarily be looking at. Maybe not right now. And it seems to have to do with that heartbreak situation. But the funny thing is I can't really feel this card, so I'm wondering if you're a little bit disconnected from your feelings at this time. and rather focused on work, or, you know, focused on money also, maybe a little bit too much, as if to distract yourself from what's actually going on, because this is much bigger, right? And this is right on top of you, versus you're just like turned away from it and not really ready to focus at this time, and not really ready to face it at this time, which is totally fine, guys. Like, just reading the energies, right? It's completely fine. Sometimes we don't want to keep looking at stuff. Sometimes it's just like, I've had enough of this already, right? So why bother at this time? But I really feel the disconnect from this, which is interesting to feel, because sometimes this is very strong and I can feel like heartache, actual heartache with it, but not so in this case. Hang on. Let me put this on top here. This is like a rose quartz, and I'm going to put it right on the heart. As for heart healing, I actually had it on my heart space during the Cancer reading, and now it's here. So it's funny because it's charged with my heart energies. That's funny. Wow, that's actually interesting. So being healed by another, being healed by your own energies. If you do have a rose quartz or a clear quartz, but rose quartz is better for connection to the heart, I want to say, because it just has a bit of a warmer type of energy. You can charge that stone with your own energies and then put it on your heart, right? More of these? No. Let me see what wants to come through. No, 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 no. Fantastic. No more cards. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, this one, no. This one, no. This one, yes. Okay, so we have more. More from this card apparently, and none of the others currently. I'm now, however, being drawn to this beautiful thing here, which is from the ocean. It's like a coral. And so some of you may have to go to the ocean and take a vacation, take a break. That's what I'm really feeling here. And stop focusing like on the money or on what you're currently doing, because you yourself are really important right now. And you can't give like from an empty cup, I want to say here, okay? Leave this here. This is actually a nice reminder. So some of you may be working with crystals or stones, or, you know, anything else that you found, or like seashells, as to bring in all those energies. And actually I'm feeling better now that these natural elements are in here, because we can draw power from them as well. We can draw strength from them as well. And they also serve as a reminder. It's much like the crystal charged intention that I'm also offering, where you're charging the crystal with the intention that you most need to hear right now, which is interesting. If you want to book that, it's down in the description box below. This one, yeah. And now we're allowed to move forward with the crystallery. So I'm going to pull a card for you here, my dear Leos, and see where this wants to take us. They're now taking my eye to the butterfly. So a transformation is underway here for sure. And I know this is not a lotus, but I'm seeing it as a lotus right now. And there's also jewelry. So you may be making jewelry right now, or maybe called to be creative in some formal way. And the lotus, of course, grows on mud. And now they're bringing me back to this one here, because she's standing on like a flower carpet of sorts. And there's this pattern repeated. So something with the page also, something wants to be there but isn't quite there yet. And please keep in mind, this is an energetic snapshot, so this could change anytime you change anything, okay? This is the kind of tricky part about reading tarot too, I want to say, that sometimes people are under the impression that this is like, it's gonna happen, this is how it is, and it's gonna stay like this for like a month. That's not the impression that I'm under, because I feel the energies are very fluctuating, very much fluctuating. And so whenever you change something, or an outside influence may come in and change something, then that's going to change, and that's going to alter the reality of what we're just describing. And that seems to be important for you to see. So if you feel like you're a bit in a funk or something like that, please know that whenever you take the action, you can get out of this fairly quickly, I want to say, okay? What do we have for Leos, please? Thank you. This one, no. This one, yes. Oh, wow. You have transmutation, black tourmaline. And you see how the dandelion is pushing her way through the concrete, right? You wouldn't expect it, but there it is. It's right underneath the Three of Swords. So the heartbreak, something is really turning around for you here, Leo, or you're turning something around. Let me just see. 135. Black tourmaline is also very interesting because when we're feeling like weak or not quite up to face the world outside, especially if you're introverted like a little bit, then black tourmaline can help you because it feels like an extra person to have with you, I want to say. If you do not feel like you need that support, it can actually feel like it's too much. Okay. Some say if you can't see it, it doesn't exist. But you can hear the radio, can't you? Radio frequencies are transmitted in waves invisible to the eye. A lot of information comes to us by routes that are unseen, the moon. Worlds of knowledge come across your screen transmitted on invisible silent waves. It's magical, and in its own way, it's noisy if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. Exactly. Introvert, extrovert, right? Black tourmaline's first gift is transmutation, the ability to take all that energetic access and turn it into something else. What, you may wonder? And that's for you to decide. Black tourmaline is both a teacher and a tool. How will you use it? How will you change one form of energy into another, my dear Leos? That is up to you. So there's huge involvement. This is funny that I said this about the tarot, right? And the energetic snapshot, because there seems to be, like, your action currently seems to be deciding a whole lot and where this transmutation is going. So I want to say this is rather important to focus on and to tap yourself into the information that wants to come through currently. And because I feel it could be hugely helpful to the direction that this is going to go next. We're going to take this over to Patreon. It's $11.11 a month if you want to hear the rest of your message. It's not just for this message, but it's for any message created within that month. It's also for the ones that already were created, for the workshop that is over there, for, for the food for thought. There's so many things over there. So if you want to check it out and take a month's time, go ahead. You can cancel at any time, and you may just decide to stay. We'll see you, my darlings, okay? I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. I hope that this served you well. And I'll either see you over on Patreon or next time. Bye, sweethearts.